Heyo everyone, it's AJ and it's Monday. And it's been a long time since I get to say this. It's Manga Monday! Yeah! God, it's been a long time. It's been too long. Remember how I said I was going to do like some monthly recaps after not doing this for a while? Oops. So, today I'm going to do a little series highlight because, frankly, I have not talked about it, I don't see anybody else talking about it, and frankly, it's disappointing when I go into TikTok, and especially with all the manga side, and nobody talks about it, and I just want to share it with the world because I love it so much. And that series is the Witch and the Beast series. And as you can see, there's a few. I love these books so much. One of the main things I love about them, the covers are so fucking pretty. Oh, I honestly just love them to bits. As you can see, the covers are just so beautiful. I just absolutely love them. I just love the fact that, especially like later on, it's basically just like one kind of colour tone, and like, I'll be honest, the covers for the most part don't really correlate with like what is happening with the story at that point, but there's kind of like, it kind of matches, but it doesn't really give away anything. Like, you know how some covers and for like manga kind of gives away about what's going to happen in that kind of volume? These ones, not so much. They just stand there, they look pretty, and well, I buy them because I'm a sucker. No, in serious though, the series, I do generally love the series as the story, rather than I'm just buying them because they look pretty. I came across this series just by chance. I was literally in one of my local shops, and they also have a 3 for 2 on manga, and well, I just happened to need a third book to get one for free, and I was just walking around, nosing around, as I do all the time when I go into that shop. It's very bad. Usually they take my money all the time. And I saw that, and literally at the end, because it's obviously The Witch, so it was under W. Well, I picked it up and I looked at it and I was like, this looks interesting, looks nice, sounds interesting on the back, I'm gonna buy it. So that was me last year buying it off the whim just because, well, I just wanted another book for free. So, da-da-da-da. Which then led to the spiral of, here's all the rest of the books. And having them pre-ordered for every single bloody release. I am literally up to like 9, even though only 6 have came out. I have pre-ordered up to 9. The 9th one comes out next year in like May, I think it said. So, oops. So, story time! It focuses on these 2 lovely characters that are on every single fucking cover. Woohoo! So here we have this lovely lassie here. Her name's Godot. And I'm hoping I'm saying this right because, well, I'm terrible with names and it's Frenchy and, well, I'm going to be ripped to shreds. Literally, Godot is going to probably kill me because I'm probably butchering her name right now. However, what has happened is she has been cursed by a witch and she is on the hunt for said witch that cursed her to undo what has been bestowed upon her. It is fun. And this lovely, lovely chappy here. And I'm going to really ruin his name as well. I really hate names. You know this? Anyway, it's I go and try and say the name and I already fuck it up. Yes. Asaf. And I'm probably butchering that as well, but I've never heard the name, and granted I've only read the name, so I'm just going by that. So, pronunciations, or spellings here. Aye. So basically, he is like a first class mage, so he has some magic. So, it's a lovely world of witches and magic and everything in between. It's a fun story. I love in the back, see, on the back of this, it's like a dark, stylish fairy tale for fans of Holic or XXX Holic and Noragami. I like the Noragami. Why did I just say it like that? It's like, great. Classic AJ. I actually have Noragami, the first 2 volumes right there. Woohoo! I'm starting the manga because I really need season 3. But anyway, completely different. I would love to say that this is what intrigued me, but I actually hadn't watched Noragami at that point, so that would be a lie, but I was interested. So basically, like I said, the plot is them two working together, trying to find the witch that cursed her and to undo it. However, witches do not exactly have the best reputation within this world, so as part of his job, he actually has to deal with like terrible witches that just cause issues and whatnot. So basically she tags along in hopes to find the one that's basically ruined her life. That's the best way to put it. It isn't until the 5th one you actually get some backstory about how they met. Mostly because within this issue, or volume should I say, shit goes down. That's the best way to put it. Like, so stuff happens. I don't want to go into spoiler territory. I'm trying to like refrain from spoiling like this far ahead. But stuff happens and Godot basically reverts back into herself, just kind of like wants to hide. So then he basically goes like, oh, remember how we first met? This was what you were like back then, but you've grown so much since then. And then backstory. I love their dynamic. Like, they just kind of like pester each other, but it's fun. Like, she's basically just like a nice, angry, I say nice. Well, she can be, she has a heart sometimes. But like a feral kind of, like, oh, this is so bad. Basically, I'm going to spoil this part. She's a beast. Oops, I'm sorry about that, but basically she's cursed to be like partially like a beast. I'm just going to have to say that because it's fucking epic, the abilities that she has. I'm sorry that I had to basically spoil that for you, but I basically had to tell you. You do realise this. In order to understand the story, I basically had to tell you this. But look at this reveal. 2-page spread of absolute glory. Like, how beautiful is that page? It is... just even the framing and the vinies and all that. It's like, oh, it's so good, so good. Like, I absolutely adore this artwork. It is just so pretty and so detailed, and I love it. It's like kind of gritty. Like, oh, that is literally what keeps pulling me back. I just love like the story. I love the dynamic. I just love the settings. I just love the shit they go through. And it doesn't hold back and stuff. It just goes, nah, you know what? We're just going to have people die and whatnot. It's like, oh, okay, yay. It goes into like so many different like kind of ways of magic, and it's fascinating because as of this volume, they go into essentially like a different world. It's like a different level of a world. It's interesting to say the least. That is literally how far I'm going to say, because frankly I don't want, like I said, I don't want to spoil, but the world that they've just went into, it is very interesting, especially how they're having to interact, because I love the fact that there's a certain kind of way in which you have to be within this world, and they've went to be the complete opposite, to stand out and basically be like, hey, we're everything that we're not meant to be. Like, yes, that's just the kind of attitude that they have. It's so good, so good. It's just a load of fun, but also a lot of action. And I honestly can't wait for the rest of the series. I've got, at this moment of time, 2 volumes are meant to come out in November. Like, within like, I think it's like 6 days of each other. But we'll see, because it was also meant to be the same with these 2. However, this one came 3 weeks after this one. But even still, these were both meant to come out in June. I got this one, I want to say, at the end of June. And I got this one near the end of July. But, woo, these are... Also, look how fucking pretty these are. Like, I love this one so much. And not just because my favourite colour is purple. It's just a look. It's just an aesthetic. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Also, just kind of wanted to say is, like, look how nice they are when they're, like, Just their spines. I love. This is so stupid. I just love the the interchangeable covers. Like the fact it goes like black and then white and then black and white and then black and white, and it'll just carry on forever. I actually genuinely wonder how long this is going to go. I know obviously, like I said, there's up to 9 volumes right now. I keep trying to look it up to see what the potential is, but it's still ongoing from what I can see. It's not like a finished series. So that makes me excited. It's just quite funny the fact that I just found it randomly in a shop and I just picked it out just at a whim because I was like, you know what, I just want it for free and a free for 2. And yet it's probably one of my favourite series. And I don't know if partially part of that is because I feel like nobody knows of it. So it's not ruined. Like, it's not like tampered with, you know, like big series and it's like you have the fandom and then you have like all the drama and like people just going against each other and then it's like basically like mini wars within fandoms. Not gonna lie, it's what puts me off some shows and series. I'm just that kind of person. So I don't know if that's also kind of part of it, but I don't think, see if it did like burst out and be like, oh, it's super popular now, I don't think that would change. I think the only thing that would like discourage me from the series if stuff happened within the series, like something happened within one of the next volumes and I didn't really like it, or it just felt wrong or just off. You know what I mean? However, is it a series I would instantly recommend to somebody? I think I need to know the person and their tastes. Because I feel like out of like the things I've read, there's only a few series that I would easily recommend to like anyone. But I know kind of grittier, kind of fantasy things aren't for everybody. Spy Family is like easily the most high ranked like manga I would recommend to anybody because I feel like anyone can enjoy that. If you don't mind a little bit of violence, a wee bit of grit, then yes, hands down. If you like fantasy things, you like magic, witches, mages, go to town. This shall be the series for you, and you can spend all your lovely money on it like I do. I say lovely money, my bank account is like, why do you keep doing this? Do I regret it? No, because I get a good time. I get to read a fantastic story with beautiful artwork, and that's all I can ask for. You get pages like this. Like, this is just literally just around the page I've just kind of opened up at. I'm just like, yes, look at this. Look at this pretty. Oh. It's just so nice. Out of personal preference, within, like, my collection, I would easily rank it a 9 out of 10. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hence why I'm doing this video, obviously. I just want more people to know about this series because I feel like I said, like on manga TikTok, like nobody talks about it. I've not seen it in anyone's collection. And I'm just like, why are people sleeping on it? It's so good. Well, I personally think it's very good. I think it's highly enjoyable. And it's quite funny in moments as well. And that's all good. What the fuck is happening with my hair? There we go. So if that interests you and you read it, please let me know what you think. I hope you like it, but see if you don't, I ain't going to be fucking offended. But I really do hope you enjoy it as much as I do. I genuinely can't wait for the next volumes. I'll probably end up talking about them again if like stuff happens. Probably a wee bit more spoily. I might do like a more spoily video. Mostly because I want to talk about the stuff that actually happens in it. Because so much happens. There's like, there's like a possessed sword and everything like that. There's like other witches and then there's like a child witch and everything like that. There's a lot of stuff. Plus, I didn't even get to say one of the interesting things about it. I'm going to have to say that. So, one of the ways in which to break a witch's curse, is for the cursee to kiss a witch. If the lips touch the lips of another witch, it can undo the spell, right? So, that is literally how Beast Mode Godot comes out. Basically, she kisses a witch, and then she turns into beast mode, but then if she reverts back, she is basically still cursed. It's very complicated, but it's so good. It's just so interesting. And the fight scenes are good. Plus, you meet so many different kind of characters, and they've all got their nice wee quirks. And it's not like, one of my favourite things is morally grey characters, and basically nobody is like entirely good and nobody is entirely bad, to a degree. It's like, if you know how much I love fucking Bungo Stray Dogs, you know I love a morally grey character. So yes, morally grey characters for the win. Yes! And gimme. So actually, if you know any more series that have good morally grey characters, please let me know. Because frankly, I love that shit. Geese it down below, because that would be good. Even though my bank account can't afford it, I'm probably going to do it anyway. Or at least add it to my list. I have a very long list. It's very bad. Spoiler alert, like, I started the year with 90 manga. I am ending it currently with 205 after all my pre-orders come in. And that's if I don't buy anything else. Which isn't going to happen. So, woohoo! But yeah, so that does it for another Manga Monday. Woohoo! I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you take the recommendation. I'm not gonna lie, the next Manga Monday, which I hopefully will get done, hopefully maybe for next week, hopefully, we'll see if this goes, because tomorrow the first volume of Bungo Beast comes, and, well, that's if my pre-order still comes on time. I'm now worried. See if I say this now and I jinx it and it's now like, oh, it's now been delayed. I'm going to cry. Well, I'm going to cry anyway when I read it because it's Beast. But we're going to do a Manga Monday on Beast because I am waiting for that beauty. Oh. See, oh. We'll get there when we get there because I can just gush about how much I'm so excited for this series to tear my heart apart. So anyway, until next time, I'm AJ and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.